So when you start a video, do you do the same thing? No, I'm kidding. Nobody does. Hi, how are you today? Oh my gosh, what a week, right? Weather is changing here in Montana like craziness. It's the beginning of April and we're in the 60s, although it's supposed to snow by next Wednesday. That's possible. It is possible. But as you saw from the beginning of this video, I am in the process of getting all of my little baby greens transplanted to new little pots. And from there, they will be in here for another week or two. Beanie! He's been beating his sister up all day. It's annoying. They will be transplanted into new pots, and then they'll stay in here for probably another week or so. And with the weather the way it is, we will get to move them out under plastic outside. And then mid-May, we get to start actually putting stuff in the ground. Although it's been crazy warm, crazy warm. Fun fact, that kale picture was kale that I planted last year and it came back. Who knew that red Russian kale came back? But y'all are not here to hear about gardening. He's gonna kill his sister. That's what's gonna happen here. He's being a bad boy today. Anyways, you guys are not here for gardening, although that's kind of the story of my summer life. So you're gonna hear a lot about it probably, because that's my life update, is gardening. Lots and lots of gardening. I am so ready. I'm so ready. Everything over the winter, we kind of have a full house of green everywhere. And so it'll be really nice to, everybody goes out. I have lemongrass, basil, thyme, sage, rosemary, oregano, all the main herbs in big pots that we keep through the winter in the house. And then in the summertime, we move everybody outside so they can shake off the winter and get nice and plump and full and beautiful and change out soil and all that stuff. And then in the fall, they will come back in the house for the whole rest of the winter. And we eat all winter. Okay, so let's get on with stitchy talk, because really that's what you're here for. I have a lot. I don't have a lot of my own stuff to share though. I have plans and stuff like that. I have a lot of freebies to share that I have found. I have 2 finishes for the Pocket Full of Posies Stitch Along. So that'll be fun. And he's got just, he's being a butt. Anyways, let the cat go. See, I should have just put them down there. I have a small haul and shares and, you know, stuff like that. But I made notes because I'm official. I'm trying to be a bit more organized so that you aren't like, didn't you just already show the whips? The whips? Yeah. So let's start with finishes first so I can get them off the table, and then no, let's start with whips first, because that's the way. I switched my camera around, so I don't know where to look. Even though I have like a little sticker that says look here, it doesn't work there, so I don't know what to do about that, so we're just gonna ignore it. Anyways, all right, first work in progress is my Summer's End by Not Forgotten Farm, and this is a freebie, link down below. This is my second Friday working on this, and so that I still have tonight. I'm probably gonna hang out with the Off-Grid Needle Arts. I always screw up Caroline's group, but anyways, it'll be linked down below. I did last week, and I think I don't know if I'm doing it right, but anyways, I had a lot of fun stitching on it last week, and so I'm gonna stitch on it some more tonight, but I wanted to just share what I have, and I'll show you also a comparison to what I had last week to this week. But I've changed up a whole bunch of things on this. I have changed up the color of the leaves. I have changed up the color of the flowers. The shapes are all pretty much the same. Ignore the basket part. I'm still skipping that. And what? I am not a full coverage person. That is all there is to it. But anyways, I really like how it's turning out. I can't tell if it's my counting or the chart, but the guys have been helping me and they think it's the chart too. That there's just numbers off just a smidge. So at this point, I'm kind of just winging it. But it still at least looks like the picture, so that's a perk. I had the picture here somewhere. Here, hold on. Almost organized. I was almost organized. But anyway, so yeah. So anyways, so it's coming along. I want to have it done by the end of April, which I should, because all that I have left to do is the rest of the flowers and then this top border here and that. But that should go relatively fast. But I really like it. I think it's turning out pretty and I like it. The other one, I know I should have taken it off the stand, but I didn't. So, and it's a small stand, so yeah. But this one I'm going to show you pictures anyways, because y'all have to see my little curly fuzzy sheep. But this is, I don't know what the name of this is. There was no name on it. There was no name on it. But it is, I call it the sheep and the daisies. And, anyways, I call it sheep and daisies, and I'm doing this on 18 count something. I don't know, 18 count. It's one of the ones that I ordered from 123 Stitch. I am so good at this, aren't I? Skills. 123 Stitch. I thought it was a deep brown and it turned out to be kind of purplish, but it's working out really good with this. But anyways, that is what I have done so far. And it's a free pattern, so I'll link it down below. I had to blow it up gigantic because I'm blind. Blind as a bat. And I have to do this one with my magnifiers on, but it's got, I don't know if I can, this is why I'm going to do pictures, but see a little curly sheep, French knots. I'm doing French knots for the whole thing at the bottom. Don't look too close at the grass. I know. It's not. Okay. I watched Kimberly Jolly do stitching this week, and I almost, I thought, I'm terrible. Because she'll pull stitches out if they're not perfect. And I'm just like, hey man, it's in there, it's the right color, and it's in the right spot, it's good. And she's like, yeah, if I don't, I railroad it. And I just was like, are we supposed to be that perfect? I mean, her stuff is gorgeous. I'm not dishing it. I just was shocked. I'm like, there's like actual I thought railroading, I'm stupid. I thought railroading was like when you went down a row and then you went back. And I guess it's where you split the stitch so it lays flatter or something. And I'm like, so don't look close at my grass. But anyways, I will put a couple of pictures up here so that you can see the fuzzies up close. I don't think I had her before this. I don't think so. So if I did, photos will go up. I hope that's helping everybody see better, because otherwise I gotta be like really up close to the camera, and honestly I just am too, that's not gonna happen. Let's no. But okay, so that is the only two works in progresses that I have going on right now. I am still waiting for fabric from to dye for fabric, which I think it says on our website it'll take at least 2 weeks. She said she was dyeing it last weekend though, so I'm not sure what happens there. Maybe she just bulk batches things. I don't know. Anyways, it's not sent yet, so I don't know where it is. But I'm sure it'll show up. And then I'm going to start the Always Flowers and the Spring in the City charts that I have, and I'll share all of that when I get it all together someday. Who knew that kitting up, I think kitting up takes longer than stitching the actual chart. I'm pretty sure that's by the time you have rounded up all of the floss, all of the fabric, the pattern's the easy part. It wow, it's just crazy how long it takes. And I'm still working on the patience thing. But so I only have the 2 works in progresses, but I do have 2 finishes. So we'll follow up with the finishes. And I really wish I had my camera on the other side, because I have a feeling this whole video is going to be me looking over there instead of over there. Sorry. But I do have 2 finishes. And so with that, they were works in progresses and now they're finishes. They're not fully finished because haven't done any. I even had a project this week to do. I have been on top of the 52 tags challenge since it started, but because I decided to combine a finish with the 52 tags, I am now behind. And so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Tomorrow I'm gonna do it. But so yeah. Anyways, where was I? Oh, finishes. I hopefully will have like a fully finished tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week. But this week I do have a couple of just FO'd finished objects instead of FFO, fully finished objects. The first one I have is by Lizzie Kate. Links again down below. Social media has all of my links. I'm a linker. I'm hooking you up. So yeah, and as I made Kim laugh last week, I haven't trimmed my thread. I'm trying to. Don't look. Hold on. Anyways, it is the whoa. Oh God, that scared the heck out of me. It is the pattern Believe in Yourself by Lizzie Kate. It is a free pattern. It is part of actually another chart, but they released this part free, and this is what mine looks like. And I changed a lot of stuff. I started out with most of the call for colors on this, and then I didn't like as I was stitching, I didn't like where they were placed, and I didn't like parts of it, and there was supposed to be brown involved, and I wasn't feeling the brown, and so I changed it. So it was supposed to look like this, and I changed it to look like this. And I wanted the flower to be more colors, so I added colors there. I brought in a purple because I needed a fourth, and so I brought in a purple, and I did these 2 in the blue and the purple. I added this and took out this bird that was in there because I don't know why I have an aversion to birds, which is funny because one of the charts I'm buying is, you're going to see here in a minute, is birds, but it's different. It's a different kind of bird. I don't know. I don't like primitive birds, I guess. They just don't, I don't know. Anyways, so, oh, and there was supposed to be one of these here, but I had this little heart charm, and I thought that it would be cuter. And so that's how that turned out. And I like it. But okay, so it's on this ginormous piece of leftover confetti fabric that I had. What I'm thinking is, I found this cross stitch pattern on one of the DMC library. They have these charts where it's like just a whole bunch of borders or a whole bunch of corners or things like that, and they're free. And so I'm thinking that I might do a border like this on the top and the bottom, and because I was trying to figure out, I could make like a rolled pillow out of it like this, you know, and make a pillow out of it. But if I wanted to do like, I don't know, maybe I was thinking, I'm trying to do more things that hang on my wall and less things that sit on a shelf, because I don't have shelves and they get dirty. And anyways, so I was thinking of doing a border like this because I thought it was kind of a little more detailed reminiscence of this, something across the top and the bottom. What do you think? Like, and then mix the colors kind of like the flower here, and what do you think? And then I could finish it on something to hang. But I really like how it turned out. I think the colors played well. I added like little pops of color in the leaves or petals, And I just, yeah. So that was my first finish. Or I guess it's sort of a finish since I might add to it. But that's the first the pattern is done. All right, next one is by Jeanette Douglas. And oh my gosh, you guys. She's so nice. She leaves comments on my stuff on Instagram, and it's like, fangirl. Oh my gosh. I mean, and she's so nice. And I always feel like I have butchered this woman's pattern. I feel so bad. But her patterns are really nice. And she is a lovely lady. She has a whole line of like bouquets that are out. And I'm going to need those in my life. But anyways, this is the finish I've done so far. It's the Tulip Mini Bouquet. I started it last week. I finished it this week. And this is how it looks. And I'm so tickled with it. It is on toast, 14 count Ada toast. I picked that up at Michael's. And I all of these colors are my colors. I picked them out. Her colors were all Classic Colorworks, Gentle Arts, and Weeks Dye Works, and I didn't have any of those. So I just dug through my DMCs and tried to get them as close as I possibly could. And I think they worked out great. I think all of the colors look good on this fabric. And it was a fun stitch. It was a fast stitch. And I just love how it turned out. I have this lace that I'm thinking I was going to turn it into a pillow, but I don't know if I'm going to do that now. I don't know if I'm going to do that now, but I have this lace and I just thought, oh my gosh, wait a minute. You got to get the full effect. Now it'll be smaller than this, obviously, but look, don't you think? Okay, wait, I can make it smaller. Wait, you don't want to see the back. Hang on. Work with me. I mean, right? Oh my gosh. I just think it would be so cute as a pillow or even on the wall like this with maybe a little bit of color popped around the edge that goes right here with some kind of like little binding or whatever. But what do you think? Isn't it cute? I'm going to have to stop adding more projects until I think my last week of April. No more projects added. Nothing new from now on until the end. Well, here's what I'm trying to get to is the fact that I think I need a week of sit down and finish things. And I think if I keep adding in projects, I'm just giving myself excuses to not have to finish anything, like fully finish it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the last week or so of April and all the things that I have, like I have all of the stuff for it. I just haven't done it. All of those things I'm going to sit down and I'm going to fully finish, and I'm going to go into May with some fully finished projects. So I'm putting that out there so that I can be held accountable for it. We'll see how that goes. So those are my two finishes. See, I got my notes. Hold on. I got my notes. Oh, I bet I had my notes for all the information that went with it too. Clicky, clicky. Works in progress. Did it. Oh, I do have another works in progress. One moment, please. And it's coming along swimmingly. Okay, I think I talked about it last week. I'm not sure if I did. It's all over my social media though. People are always like, oh, I didn't hear about that. It's on my social media. But I'm doing that 1 thread a day challenge. I don't know if it's a challenge, but I made it a challenge to myself. And I am using this free chart from Fat Quarter Shop. It's a free download. It's adorable, and it's got bunnies. I needed it because it had bunnies. But this is how far I have gotten with my 1 thread a day. And I think it's coming along great. the best part about this is there's no pressure. There's no pressure. Only pressure is I have to put one thread in every single day, which I do first thing in the morning while I'm watching YouTube, waking up with my cup of coffee, because that's how I roll. But yeah, so I think it's coming along great. So that's 8. What day is it? I'll have my watch on. Yep, I have 9 threads because I did mine this morning. So that's 9 threads. It's a DMC variegated 4000 espresso, and I really love that color. I need more in my life. Yeah. So that's my other works in progress. It's just my everyday cup of coffee, so I don't think about it, I guess. So yeah, it's that good thing I made a list, because I would have forgot. Yeah. So 1 thread a day, sheep, tulips, summer's in. Go. If you guys have questions about anything you see in how I record my videos, how I upload my videos, how the description box works, I've been around for a long time. I don't know all the secrets, and I can't help you with monetization because, of course, I don't charge you to watch my videos. It is charging people if they have to sit through an ad. You are taking their time. So I'm just saying, they're always like, well, it doesn't cost you anything. It took my time. And if you have any of the questions about how to do the basics of this, I had some lady tell me, oh my gosh, your videos are so nice. I wish I could do that. Well, what do you want to know? I'll tell you. I use an iPad to record. I use my Mac to do video editing. I do know a little bit about Windows. My son has a Windows computer, so if it's been a long time since I've used a Windows software, but I could probably figure it out for you. But I want to help if it helps you make your channel better. Not that your channel's not good where it is, but if you're on Flosstube 200 and you're still in the dark and you can't figure out how to add a photo and you're still saying, oh, one day I should do that, just drop me a line. I'll show you how to get a photo in there or whatever, or I'll at least, I'll help if you want. And I guess that's what I was trying to ask, because people are always like, you have lighting, gosh, how do you do your lighting or whatever. I am an open book. I will share all. The other thing is that I don't need you to buy them there, but I just want to put it out there that all of the supplies that I use to video, like the lights and that kind of stuff, are listed in my Amazon shop. Again, search for the one that fits your budget and the type you want. You just get to see the exact ones that I do, and instead of time saving, I'm putting all that information every single time in the Dropbox. I just linked it there, and you can go read about what the equipment is. It's not expensive. I don't have $100 more than $100 into lights. And that's because I went overboard. I do that, but you don't have to. Anyways, I want to help. So if you're watching this and you want to help, you want help doing better in your videos, be sure you give me a holler, because mine are not perfect. My editing's not perfect. My lighting and videoing is not perfect, but if you see something you like on one of them, holler. I'll help you. The thumbnail. I had somebody say, oh, I love your thumbnail. I wish I could do that. It's simple, free software on Windows and Mac. So, anyways, I have that on my list. The other thing I was asked is why I don't use Buy Me Coffee. I don't use Buy Me Coffee because, again, I don't want you to pay to watch me. I appreciate it that it's a donation thing. Nobody has to give to it. I use Amazon instead of Buy Me Coffee because I figure you're shopping anyways, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. Buy Me Coffee is literally you giving me money, and I have no problem with anybody doing that, though, because I saw somebody, she was really upset about it, and I was like, if you want to monetize and you want to do all of the affiliates and all that stuff, you do you. I think that's great. It's just not something that I am part of. The only affiliate I have is Amazon. And you don't have to use it. Okay, so that was my YouTube tips and my why I don't use Buy Me Coffee. I don't really understand the whole thing of the Buy Me Coffee. I'm assuming it's like a tip jar. So I am a really good tipper, though, when it comes to restaurants and delivery drivers. I'm not cheap. Anyways, where am I at? Stitching calendar. Okay, everybody has these really cool stitching calendars, and this is one of the things that got me off on the tangent about links, is because I watched several large YouTubers and they don't link anything, and they talk about, see, look at my calendar and all the cool, and I'm just like, what is the name of that? I don't get it. So I gave up, and I'm sure somebody's got it linked, but I'm not going to spend days. I tried cross stitch calendar. I tried whatever. And so I had in my stash this Kate Daisy planner. It was supposed to be to track all my gardening, but it didn't happen. Things grow too fast. So what I'm doing is I'm putting all my stitching in it. And so I thought that would be fun. I'm just going to start with April, but I went back and I did the same thing in the previous months, but I'm going to start with April. So the first page has a beautiful little quote, and then I put my goals that I want to accomplish in April on the next page, and then you have the calendar, and don't look at that because that's a secret. And so what I do is I just put a quick blurb about whatever it is here, and then I put a little dot by the date so that you can know to go to the next page, and I put a picture of my finished project, and I put information about what this is. And so that is what I have been doing. I think I'm current pretty much, except for the current stuff that I have here. Yeah, I just have to add the believe me one. And see, then I just put the information there, and yeah. So that is what I've been using for my calendar for keeping track of projects and information and that kind of stuff. I also have been putting copies of my receipts in here because I'm a freak like that, and I do that. And also it helps me remember what I bought and things like that. Which brings me to I want a giveaway, but I can't tell you about that because I don't have all the information in it, and I do want to give credit and all that stuff, but I did win a giveaway. So, but when it gets here, I will do a video about it. So let's do, boy, I'm going to get hammered about that YouTube stuff. I just feel it coming. All right, bring it on. Anyway, so that was all of those things. There. The other thing I wanted to share was a favorite thing. I noticed that some people are doing favorite things, and I thought I would do that too. And I'm going to put a photo here because I can't take you over there to look at it, but this is something my husband came up with. And Kim, you're going to recognize this thing, I think, because she bought this to hold her cell phone, and I use it to hold my stitching. And so what it does is it clamps on, and I took the cell phone, or my husband did, I didn't do it. I took the cell phone clamp off because it wouldn't work, and he attached on another clamp that hooks my stitching in, so it kind of holds my stitching, because I don't like to hold it in hand. And so when I'm sitting over at my desk watching YouTube and listening to Flosstube and all that, it holds my stitching, and then I have my light. And so that is my favorite thing. My least favorite thing would be this stand, and I don't think it should not be linked on my Amazon, because I only put stuff there that I love. If I don't love it, I don't link it there. But this I got from Amazon, not this part. This part my husband made me, and I love that. And not, this part. Because we had to attach this to make this functional. The stand functional. It's a nightmare. I like it once it's all corralled and wrangled and sewn together and stuff, but I feel sorry for anybody that bought that does not have minimal woodworking skills and can't wrangle that into a permanent thing, because it'll try your patience. So that's my least favorite, but my favorite thing is that clamp that my husband made for me. So all right, I thought I'd share that. All right, so what are we on? Okay. So the next things that I have, and I'm going to do all the freebies at the end so that you guys it'll be fresh if you want to find them. I ordered a DMC thread card. Those things are not cheap, but I'm so excited to get it because 90% of my ordering I have to order online, or my cross stitching I have to do online. I have to order online, and so that will give me thread colors. The other thing is I noticed that a lot of fabric dyers and different kinds of things use DMC colors as their base to kind of give you an idea of what color things are, and I thought it would help me because I'm blowing through money trying to figure out colors of fabric, and so I think that would help me a lot. So that's what I got, and I have 2 things to go on my wish list. Oh no, made by nope, Liz Matthews. I can't remember her YouTube channel name. I'm so sorry, but again, it'll be linked down below. Liz Matthews came out for Needlework Expo with a Dutch sampler. Now, until that moment, I didn't know I needed that kind of stitching in my life, but then I saw that Dutch sampler, which is gigantic. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm asking, I think, that one for Christmas with all the stuff with it because it's big, and I have other ones I have to get through first, but isn't it just stunning? The other one on my wish list is Bluebird's Needleworks. It's called Live Simply, and y'all are gonna laugh because it is birds, but you wanna know what sold me? That's right, look in the corner, see the bird upside down. I have to stitch it. It's gotta be in my life. So those 2 are in my cart to be purchased soon because they're gorgeous and I love them. And I had never heard of Bluebird Needleworks. Needleworks, and her stuff is gorgeous. I really like the simplicity and the airiness of it. It's very pretty. And again, both of those will be linked down below. All right. Okay, haul. Let's do haul. It's very tiny, but it's very awesome. All right, first thing I'm gonna share is Doreen Jones, cross stitch, had a huge 50% off sale. I think it is going on through the 11th of April. And I do love her stuff. It's cute, it's quick. And I really like it. But what I went nuts on, and I'm going to start, I'm working off of a sheet here because I'm going to show you pictures. What I went nuts on was all of her 3D projects because she has, the first one I got was Biscornu? French. Cross stitch and Hardanger ornament. Hardanger? Anyways, it's a pin cushion that you pull the center in and it's got eyelet stitch and that kind of stuff. But I mostly bought it for the pattern and how to make that more than the actual cross stitch part of it. But I am going to obviously make the cross stitch. So I bought that one to learn how to make that little poofy thing. Next thing I bought was the Scissor Case and Fob. And again, I bought it because it was a pattern and it's very pretty. So I'm very excited over that one. Next one is a pink floral Pendibule ornament. Wow. Languages are not my first thing. But I loved the flower pattern that's on it, and it's a little ornament. So I'm trying to make these things, thinking of finish. I bought the Dragonfly Ornament, which is I don't understand hold on. So the Hardanger pattern, that must be when you leave the little windows, when you stitch around a square and it pulls it so there's a window. I bet that's what that is. I'm sorry. I'm still learning. But anyways, it was this little heart ornament and I thought it was adorable. These were all for around $2, just over $2. The next one I got was another scissor case fob, but it had the cat pattern on it and I had to have it. And then the last one I got was the cat pin cushion pot, and again, had to have it. So I thought these would be a good mix of different finishes for cross stitch so I could apply them to other things that I stitch down the road. The cat pincushion one though, Heart and Hands, I think is the name. That's annoying, sorry. Heart and Hands, I think, has a cat pincushion block. Are they the ones that do the boxes? When I buy the pattern, I'll have more info, but they have a cat one too that's a pincushion. I was like, I need that. It was so cute. But anyway, so that was my purchase from the Doreen Jones sale. And again, her information will be linked down below. It's to her Etsy store, so you can go check it out. I believe she is still running that sale through April 11th. So if you want any of her patterns, they're 50% off. Not an affiliate. I'm not an affiliate to anybody but Amazon. Because why not? All right. I gotta save one for last because wait till you see it. See, I'm used to the camera over here. There's nothing I can do about it. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. Okay, so the guys, I said I need some finishing stuff, and the guys went to Walmart, and so they bought me some toys to play with, and these are all under $5. And so I'm hoping they will help me with my mass finishing project. So the first one was this one, and I just thought it was cute, and of course there would be a board with the cross stitching going over it, and yeah. And I also thought, you know, you could run it either way, and I also thought I could cut it, and if I wanted 2 of them. So there's that one. Oh gosh, things are headed to the floor. The next one I got was just another version of that, only great big. And they're hooked together like this. And so I'm gonna get some chalk paint and some stains, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And I'm gonna. And then the last one I got, because I thought this would work good with my garden one, yeah, I haven't fully finished that one either. But I thought this was cute. Let's see. Oh, see, you can see my light. That's what my light looks like. Anyways, I thought this was really cute. I'm going to take the 2 clothespins out and insert the garden cross stitch here. And I thought that'd be cute. You know, lace, ribbons, the whole I'm gonna do it up like you all do it. That's what I'm gonna do it. Made, her name, I gotta find, hold on, and she'll be linked down below. Made by Michelle McGraw. Whoo, that woman can finish things. First of all, she's like a machine. She did output. I'm jealous. But she has some amazing tips on finishing projects. Of course, Lori Holt does also. Fat Quarter Shop is another place I've been like click, 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 taking pictures of things I want to do. Priscilla, or Stitching with the Housewives, they do a ton of finishing work. I think she has a side business doing that too. I'm not positive. I'm not up in the lingo, but I would definitely check out, and I'll link everybody, Michelle McGraw, because she does a lot of finishes, and she has a Flosstube. All right, so where are we at? What do we got left here? Yeah, stay till the end, because I'm going to mention a whole bunch of channels that you should check out. They're my favorites, and you have to check them out. All right, so since I mentioned Michelle, let's do the charts, because then you guys can go, because I get on average 17 minutes into a video, so I'm talking to nobody right now. Yay! No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. All right, I'm not doing the hashtag 1,000 whatever thing. I do think we need to support smaller channels, but I think we need to support new cross stitchers as much as we need to support new channels, because it's like one of the new channels I saw just the other day. She's brand new to Flosstube, did her first Flosstube, but she's been cross stitching for like 25 years. That is not in the same realm. And she will not need help building her subscriber base, because her work is amazing, and she will be ginormous in no time. But I think the newbies that are not showing 5,000 different projects that they've been working on for 25 years and that kind of stuff, we need our own little hashtag. And I got schooled on that the other day, because, well, you have all your subscribers, we need help. Wait a minute, I have all those subscribers because of my paper crafting, not my cross stitching. I've only been doing Flosstube for a month-ish. So that's why you need to support what the person is sharing, not what the numbers are. You get buried in that. But I'm going to mention the ones that crack me up and that I really enjoy watching. And I couldn't tell you how many subscribers any of them have because I don't track their information for them. And I just go by the fact that they crack me up, or I enjoy the video so much that it makes me sit down and watch. The first one is Bobby at Pumpkin Creek Primitives. Got your name right. She was talking about that on her video, that everybody's getting it wrong. And I'm like, I don't know why it's Pumpkin Creek Primitives. But anyways, she is a hoot. Oh my gosh. I pretty much laugh and riot and shoot it. And I'm sorry, but you remind me of myself. It's like, train wreck, jump on, let's go. Yeah. And she was talking about, I said, high five the cussing club, because every once in a while one slips out and I always get yelled at every single time. Y'all are sensitive. Nobody swears. Saints, y'all are saints. Anyways, all of these again linked down below. Pumpkin Creek Primitives, that would be Bobby, and she's just a riot. She also has an Etsy store. And amazing shipping, amazing. I'm not affiliate or anything. I bought from her and it was a joyful experience. I'm saving my very, 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 very favorite for the last. Not that I don't love these, but I'm going to save the last one because you need to find her and I want her to be the last thing in your head when you hear these. Okay, the next one is Kim. And I've mentioned Kim before. If you're looking for full coverage work, you have to check out Kim Hollenbeck. Did I get it right? Hollenbeck's channel. She is the queen of full stitch. I mean, she's working on projects that are like, and they're like 20 feet tall and 20 feet wide, and they are stunning. And she's also into horses, which is near and dear to my heart. I showed quarter horses for 18 years. I went to college for equine studies, and I miss them a lot. And she gives me a little piece of my past every time I watch her talk about her horses. And she did dressage. I was into Western. I did do English and jumping, not much because the height thing. Also, I had the not the big tall quarter horses. I had the smaller ones. We were into cutting and trail and Western, and I even world champion quality. But anyways, that's a lifetime ago. But she also has all these cool information about the Air Force, and I just sit there going, that's amazing, because it's so interesting. Like blue is for dummies and yellows is for they go boom on the bombs. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, you have to check out her channel. But it's very interesting. It's really interesting, and I really enjoy her channel. It's a lot of fun to watch. But mostly I watch it going, that is a lot of stitches. I mean, they track it in some program, which is really cool. Thousands of stitches. That would be me taking my hat off to you, girlfriend. All right, another one that I really enjoy, and I believe she is a smaller channel. We need to pump her up because she is really fun to watch. She is a delightful lady, and I love her southern accent. It cracks me up all the time. Not laughing at her. It's just, it's very fun to listen to YouTube and Flosstube because everybody has such different accents, and they're just, she's very nice to watch. I really enjoy her. Her name is Sarah, and her channel's name is Sarah Stitches, and I just really enjoy what she shares. She has lots of projects, lots of whips. She has fun stories, and she's just a joy to watch, and I highly recommend her. Another newer one to me, I've only found her the last couple of weeks, and I don't know what she would consider herself, if she's full coverage or if she's not, because some of her pieces are full coverage and huge, and some of them are not, and so, but she's a cross stitcher. I guess that's all that matters, right? Her name is Diane, and her channel's name is Frog and Fudge, and she is I believe British. I hope so. I'm not sure where she's from, but she has that everybody wants to listen to it for hours accent. Yeah. But she is delightful, and her last video was about, you have to check out her last video because her title alone draws you in, but go check it out about shoveling shit. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a riot. She's very polite, but it was funny, and I sympathize with her with all the gardening. I understand, but she is doing a piece right now that is of a peace rose for her mom, and I have peace roses in my garden, and so it was an extra delight. But she's very nice to watch and very pleasant to listen to. Don't you love voices that you can just sit and stitch to and listen along to their stories? Yeah. And then there was Michelle McGraw, made by Michelle McGraw. I really enjoy her tips and tricks and that kind of stuff. But my favorite, every Friday I have to watch her without fail, Miss Blue. Everything's blue. She's branching out though. I'm proud of her, but she likes blue. Is Laura with Stitching by the Shore. And if you have not checked out Laura's channel, you are missing out. She is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. I've met her, like, you know, kind of thing. But she is, oh my gosh, she is probably one of the nicest people I have ever known. She does all kinds of different stitching, and she does little stitches, which just makes me go, yes, a sister in smalls. I got told the other day that when I call things smalls, it reminds people across the pond of underwear. I thought that's what small stitches were called, were smalls. I don't know. So I want to see, I have a small underwear. Anyways, I thought that was funny. But Laura with Stitching by the Shore is amazing. And she has unwittingly enabled me to buy a lot of stuff, and she also answers questions, and she's just, you ever just seen somebody going, oh, you and we need to go have coffee, and your niceness needs to rub off on me because she's just so nice. She just finished a Mary Poppins stitch that was fantastic. It is so good. It is so good. And she does she's working on a line of spring ones, and she does different prims and funds, and she redid a Stitching by the Housewives completely and rocked the colors on it. And I love that she shares where she buys her stuff, and I love that she shares what it looks like and describes it and that kind of stuff, because for new people like me, that is invaluable. So my last channel to mention this week would be Laura with Stitching by the Shore. And I will have them all hooked up down below because you need to find them all. Just click subscribe. You are welcome. And enjoy them because they are delightful. All right. Now, you can run if you want. That is pretty much all of the goods unless you're here for freebies. And if you're here for freebies, buckle up, people, because I got a list. It was a good week of freebies. And all of these are linked to the original websites. They are not ripped off from Pinterest because I feel bad for designers. I used to draw and do web work and pixel work and that kind of stuff. And it was a constant battle of fighting theft. And that's why I don't do it anymore, because at some point you just give up. But all of these charts are free. They are linked to the original website that they came from, so you can actually go there and download it from the appropriate place. I think that's another reason why I think links are important, because if you just tell me, find the Dreams of Compassion stitch along, I'm going to Google it and especially if I'm new, not realize that half the ones that are out there are ripped off. So I need to find the actual link to it. And yeah, so let's just start with that one. So the first one I have is a stitch along from 2020. And I'll put a closer photo here. Each part of this was one of the months, and it's very detailed. And I thought this one would be really pretty in 1 to 2 colors, maybe. But all of this is a 2021. The finish on it is 155 by 155. And I just thought it was just delicate and beautiful. And so that is going to get stitched someday. So that one. Oh, I wanted to mention that I have facebook.com/mouse potato designs, which is an actual business page. I don't have a business, but they make you do that. So that I can answer comments on Instagram. Easier than going through all my posts. I answer them through Facebook. So I have to keep it active or they dump me. And I've been putting all of my freebies that I find, not even just more than just what I share you guys, but I put links to everything on that Facebook page. You do not need a Facebook account to view it. Just click on it. It'll take you there. Ignore the login stuff at the bottom and click to your heart's content. But all of this stuff is also listed on my Mouse Potato Designs Facebook page, the actual page, not my personal page. If you're looking for more freebies to stitch, but I thought that one was beautiful. Another quickie. I'm going to take the words out of this one. This one is from makestuff-behappy.blogspot.com. It is called Welcome Spring, but I'm going to take the words out and just stitch the bunnies, because that's what they're doing in my garden right now. Little turds. They're so cute, though. I don't care. I grow enough for all. Bring it on. But I just thought this would be a really quick stitch. And bunnies. Another bunny one is by the Snowflower Diaries. And I have to tell you, you have to check this website out. First of all, her freebies alone are... but she also has some amazing patterns on there. But this one was another bunny one. And again, I'm going to take the word out. I don't know if I'm going to replace the words in these or just leave them out, but it's just this little dainty pattern. And again, these are free. If you're doing a screenshot, you're an idiot. This will take, it's down below. Go screenshot the website. But it has all of, it's not charted in DMC. I don't know what any of these are charted for. I didn't look that close, but it's not a hard one to trade the colors out on, but I just thought it was so pretty. And of course, bunny. Apparently I'm going to have a bunny wall. People have red sampler walls. I'm going to have a bunny wall because I didn't know I was a bunny person, but I'm apparently a bunny person. I do like the cats, but I don't know. The cats don't call to me like the bunnies do. All right. So these next two, I am not going to tell you what they're called or where they came from. Why? Because Felicia does not speak French on any level. So I'm just going to put them up here. These are free. I'm going to put the picture of what the finished project looks like so you can see what it looks like. There should be pictures all along here. But it's the front of a needle case, a needle book that she made out of this, and it is so beautiful. Isn't it just gorgeous? And it is a free pattern and should be a very quick stitch. There's not very many colors, and I just thought it was so delicate and dainty, and I thought it was pretty. So that's on my I need something just to get done this week list. This is another one from that same website, and it was supposed to be a bookmark, but I think I'm kind of thinking, okay, so here's that, and then I thought I could put maybe it side by side as like one on each side as an end piece to that or something. I'm not positive, but again, I can't tell you what this is called. Fleur de it's not gonna happen, but they're just beautiful, and there was a lot of free patterns on that one also, so I would recommend checking that out if you're looking for some freebies. All right, I have the rest of them I don't have printed out, so I'm just gonna show a photo up here. This one, I don't know what the names are of a lot of these because I forgot to write them down. Hold on, did I write them down? No, I don't think they had. I don't think they had well, anyways, you'll see. But the first one is this set of 3 little girls next to a house that is all done in cross stitch, and they've got their little scissors and their little sewing and all of that kind of stuff, and I just think it is so cute. But I didn't print it out because it's going to be a lot more work than just a quick 1 weeky type thing, and so I didn't print it out yet, but that's the photo, and the link will be down below. But I just think it's adorable. It's just adorable. The next one that I have is, if you're into animals and you like animals, this was a really unique monthly chart. I don't think it was a stitch along. It could have been, but if it was old. But these are free patterns. They are up on the website, and they will be, I'll put all the information. But I just thought the animals were so unique. I've seen them done in houses and flowers and stuff like that, but all of the animals were really unique, and I thought you'd enjoy. If somebody's looking for something like that, the animals are very pretty. The last one I have to share is an embroidery one. Go embroidery people. That I just think is the cutest way to do practice stitching. I mean, your finished stitches are like running stitch, lazy daisy, back stitch, bullion roses, French knots, feather stitch, chain stitch, blanket stitch, and stem stitch, and then it's all done in these shapes. And I just thought, how adorable is that? And so it is also a free pattern that I will link down below. So if you wanted to do a little bit of practicing and have something cute at the end of it, I just thought that one would be great. I think, y'all, I'm done. Again, I have way more freebies than that listed on my Facebook page. I've just been sticking them over there so I can go back and find them later when I want to remember them. Yeah, that looks like the bottom of my list. I am a liar. I almost forgot the most important thing I got this week. I can't believe it. Because I did a squeal dance on Instagram and Facebook about it. Lori Holt is like my idol when it comes to quilting and cross stitch. Her and Kimberly are like goddesses in this. I just love everything she does. I'm not going to like become her and try to do all of the things that she does, but her work just really appeals to me. I think it's her color palette. But anyways, she came out with a new chart that they are going to do as a stitch along. And I got it. I cannot tell you how excited I am over this. It is my first stitch along, official stitch along. That has like, you do this per week and that kind of stuff. I am so excited, you guys, about this. The chart is beautiful. I've never had one of their charts before. I'm going to just like, they're in color. They're gorgeous. And for a newbie, the more detail you can put in, not only do they have symbols, they have the color, actual color. And the chart is, the legend is even in color. It's just awesome. And I am so excited about it. I saw it come out and I thought, I'm buying that. I'm buying that. So I was probably one of the very first orders. I was there at like butt crack of dawn Monday when that thing cleared. It was like, got it. They didn't have any of the floss packs left, so I didn't get that, and I am doing it on a different piece of fabric that I had planned for something else, and I had it, and I think it'll work great, but I'll show you here. But are you guys doing this stitch along? If you are, let me know down below so that we can like team up together and do it together. And if you're new, this would be a great one. It's not a tiny piece, but it's simple stitches. Literally, like, you do this petal, one color, one thread, boom, that's it. You can do this. But I had bought this to do a different project with. It is 16 count country French latte Ada. And I bought this to do something else with that I'm not going to do anymore. I'm waiting on that fabric, I said. But I think it'll work great with this. It's almost the same color. And then I went down and my son and I raided Joann's, and I got all the call for colors. Hold on, I can do it. I have a picture, but I want to show it anyway. Come on, gimme. And I have all the call for colors. And all I need is a cute bag, right? I'm learning to sew. Oh, I'm going to sew a sewing machine cover. I have a pattern and I'm going to try it. I can do it. I can do it. But anyways, if you're doing that stitch along in June, let me know, because I don't care if you're a new stitcher or not, but if you're a new stitcher and this is one of your first big stitches, let me know, because it's mine too. And we can do this together. Because I'm scared that I can't keep up. But they've already posted what pieces you can do, or what the weekly allotment is and that kind of stuff. And I'm very excited, very, very excited. So that is my stitching for the week. Thank you so much. This was a little bit longer because I blathered and blathered and blathered. If you guys need help or questions or whatever I can help, I want to help. If whatever I need help, so hook me up with info. You guys are wonderful. When I first got into this, wasn't so sure that this was going to be for me. I didn't realize that having already a large channel was going to bite me in the ass. And I didn't realize that people just glanced at subscribers and automatically wrote you off. That was kind of just downing, but I'm not changing my channel. Somebody had said, if you really want to be included, you need to start your own, an actual cross stitch channel, and that kind of stuff. And I guess I don't want to be that included. I am enjoying who is here and who has been kind enough to leave me comments, but Mouse Potato Designs has been mine forever. It encompasses everything, and I'm not good at fitting in, I guess, and but I wasn't sure when I first started this if I could take the hits. But I'm taking the hits pretty good, and it's YouTube is an interesting critter. It is the most awesome place in the whole wide world, and it can be the most awful place in the whole wide world. But luckily, there's more awesomeness than there's not awesome. And it's because of you guys that I'm still doing this. It's because of your kind comments. It's because of your likes and the subscribers. People are actually subscribing, which is kind of cool. And, all of this kind of stuff. And I don't want to do this by myself. In fact, I think Laura just said this morning on hers, was that she doesn't have anybody local to do this with, and neither do I. And so you guys are my neighbors to stitch along and craft along, and I will never be able to express how grateful I am for you guys to be here and your kind support. It's scary getting into something new, and you guys have made it awesome. So I thank you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you hang around. If you're an old timer, y'all rock. I will see you next week with more stitchy stuff. If I'm not buried in my garden somewhere, no, we're not there yet. Although I do look forward to being able to sit and stitch outside. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great upcoming weekend. Check out those ladies that I listed down below. They are just wonderful. And I can't wait to see what you're doing on your floss tube. If you aren't floss tubing but you're cross stitching, jump in. Jump in, leave me a comment. We'll do this together. Bye.